history tells us, shoaling fish, massive schools, you know, and here we are trying to bring that back.
What people don't understand, or don't have an appreciation for, is just how common and how abundant this species was historically. Like busloads of people used to come out and catch eskies full of these things from Melbourne and places like that in Victoria.
A lot of people my age would have no idea the situation it's in. So I've probably taken it upon myself a little bit to try to share that. You know, this is a great example.
5 kilometres that way, it's cleared land. If you go 7 kilometres that way, it's pine forest. So it's just this short block of natural native bushland. So they're overwhelmed, and now they've got competition.
In New South Wales, we've got 4 small, remnant, tiny populations remaining. So we've almost lost them.
My name's Matt Hanson and I'm here to support New South Wales DPI Fisheries and the Safala CAS with our work through OzFish in bringing back the Macquarie Perch. It's a really special project, and I think a lot of people are very proud to work on a species like Macquarie Perch.
So Macquarie Perch historically was super abundant. Now fast forward to today, the total length of stream combined that Macquarie Perch now live in is less than 200 kilometres of stream for the entire state of New South Wales.
If you went back 200-300 years, this is what you would still have seen. 5 kilometres that way, it's cleared land. If you go 7 kilometres that way, it's pine forest. So it's just this short block of natural native bushland. So they're thriving here, but they're doing it tough because everywhere else it's cleared, it's silted, it's polluted. As you can see, it's just the most natural bit of bush that we've got.
The trout and the Macquarie Perch in this system seem to be living quite happily side by side, but the trout just outweigh them at 1,000 to 1 at the moment. So if we can give them some space, create some more food in the system and watch these little guys come along, hopefully we'll see a spawning event in the very near future and the populations of this endangered species move right along.
Macquarie Perch basically eat exactly the same thing as trout is. So the more trout there are in the system, the less food there is for Macquarie Perch. So we're trying to restore the balance or tip the balance into the favour of Macquarie Perch to get them established back in this system.
We've had Luke Pearce and Sam Davis up and down the creek all day with the electro-fishing gear on, and it's pretty hard work, you know, slogging it out in the waders.
One of the techniques we've been using to collect trout out of this system is backpack electrofishing. The electric current goes from the anode to the cathode through the water. If the fish is close enough, we'll immobilise the fish, they'll kind of roll over on their side and we can scoop them out. If they're a little bit further away, they'll sort of swim in one direction, sometimes towards us. And if they're a little bit further away again, they'll take off and they're gone.
Macca, macca, macca!
But they're turning up some beautiful juvenile Macquarie Perch and getting out some good numbers of juvenile trout to be relocated to the Millpond at Portland. We've also had the guys out there catching fish flat out on a variety of lures in the boats and hauling them in as well.
bad day's work, boys.
And that's been complemented by some expert fyke netting and some seine netting as well, which is just bringing all the pieces of the puzzle together so that we can thin these trout, relocate them to a new home and get these maccas to thrive.
We're taking them over to the Millponds in Portland, which is a little town just out of Lithgow, and now they're accessible to kids, families, the local community there. So it's like a win-win, you know, it's a great outcome for Macquarie Perch and for threatened species, and it's a great outcome for the rec fishing community and the broader community, I think, as well.
So these trout here, we're in prohibited area. No one can come here and catch them. So these are today are prohibited to catch. They go in that tinker, they're delivered in Portland. You can catch them legally tomorrow. So the rec anglers love it. And they're getting fish like this. You know, it's fantastic.
It's all well and good to love fishing and go catch big fish, big snapper, flathead, Murray cod. That's the fun part, that's why we do it. But if you're serious about the sport and you want your kids to kind of reap those same benefits, then we probably need to start doing just that little bit more. You know, it doesn't have to be much, 1 or 2 days a year, spread the word. That's all you need.
It's been a great big team effort. You know, we've just been supporting the guys from DPI and CAS with a number of OzFish passionate rec fishos, and it's just been such a great weekend around the campfire, everyone catching up.
The wonderful team that we've got here this weekend and have supported this project from its inception, you know, we couldn't have done it and it couldn't happen without them.
I'd love my kids and their kids to see these fish thriving in our local waterways like they once were.
The Macquarie Perch is one of the really ones that are hard up against the wall, and I think it's our responsibility to look after for future generations and our kids, so that our kids can enjoy them and our grandkids and people beyond that who I'll never get to meet.
If we don't continue to, I guess, do things like we're doing here this weekend and continue to try and rebuild populations and reintroduce the species back into its former range, then, you know, I can easily see within my lifetime or my career that we could lose this species from New South Wales.
With over 1 million recreational fishers in New South Wales, I don't think there's any one of us who wouldn't want to see Macquarie Perch thriving in our waterways again. If you'd like to do your part and follow the story of bringing back Macquarie Perch, sign up to OzFish, follow the Safala CAS and know that you've done your bit to bring back the Mac.